Thanks, Nadia. That was awesome. You me! Okay. I figured I'd go up here, and I have to try it. I just want to say that I am so honored to stand here as your keynote speaker today. I saw some of you down in the foyer, and I was like, wow, so many bright faces, so many smiles, a few people who looks like, where am I supposed to be going? What am I supposed to be doing? Like, if I can get a vibe check in the room, are you guys feeling excited? Are you feeling like you're just trying to figure it out? Are a lot of you feeling unsure? Did you come here with your tribe? If you know at least 10 people in the room, raise your hand. Right, and so we're going to get to know people, we're going to get to meet people. This is a new environment. Now, I am not here, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you what you should study, what you should do, how you should do it, how high your grades are supposed to be, that you should be burning the midnight oil each and every night. I really want to talk to you about excellence, and I want to talk to you about life. Is that okay? Is it okay if I'm real? Okay, because I gotta be real. And I gotta tell you a little bit about my journey and my testimony along the way. And I need someone. I forgot something over there. Friend, can you bring my bag right over here? Yeah, come on. Yeah, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Heavy, right? All my ladies, y'all have bags. Y'all love stuff in your bag? All right. Thank you, Valia, for being awesome, and thank you, Ms. Fox, for that amazing prayer. Anybody familiar with GPS? How many of you guys driving? Y'all have a driver's license? Okay. So, y'all familiar with GPS, right? Now, GPS is used to help us to get where it is we want to go. Sometimes we know where we need to go. Sometimes the GPS will suggest where we need to go. But it's supposed to get us from point A to point B, right? And it's supposed to get us there in the quickest time and in the least amount of time possible. It's supposed to be super efficient, and we're supposed to go here, and we're supposed to go there. But guess what, guys? And I want you to say this and repeat after me, but I need you to get it right because this is very specific. When you want to go somewhere, and you're supposed to be trusting in this navigation system and submitting to its leadership, and say this after me, shift happens. Say it again, shift happens. Right. Sometimes we might get distracted, we might miss a turn. Instead of getting there in 10 minutes, you get there in 20 minutes. You might be talking to a friend, or it might be a relationship that threw you off. You had to go turn around, wipe your tears, log off Instagram, come off TikTok for a little while so you don't see this person. You have to recalibrate, you have to reset your algorithm, and you have to get some stuff together because shift happened, right? What was supposed to take you 10 minutes, 20 minutes, took you an hour to get there. There were roadblocks. There were things in the way. There were things that was unexpected. There was an accident. Maybe you were 4 hours late. Maybe you were so late that you missed your test, that you missed your final exam. I know for me, when I was in school, when I was in university, first of all, I didn't know what I wanted to study. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just be safe if I start off with English and psychology. And then I went into that psychology class, and then they started talking about statistics and everything like that, and I was like, whoa, pause. Let me recalibrate, let me reset this GPS, and let me recenter myself, and let me shift. Because maybe that might not be for me, but I've always been so drawn to psychology. And it never really left me, so also, too, when I was about to sit my final exams and I was in Canada, one of my best friends in the entire world unexpectedly died in a car crash. If you don't sit your final exam, you fail for the entire year. So you lose all your credits and everything. And so I phoned home and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. My mom said, watch it on TV. You could watch the video after when it comes out, but you need to finish this. Right? And I must say, like when I was in university at that time, I don't even think technology wasn't even as advanced as it is now. I still got it going on, but you know what I'm saying. And so I felt like I needed to be there in the room. And so I left. And I failed everything. Even though I was going in, this was my second year, even though I was going in with all A's, even though my English teacher told me that, hey, we don't really have any classes for you because this is second year, but you're really functioning beyond a fourth year level. And I failed everything. And I came back home, and I was like, what am I going to do after this? Like, am I going to go back? Am I not going to go back? And then I ended up getting into radio. It's an interesting story how I got into radio. But I've always held the philosophy that all things work together for good, even if it's bad, even if it is to teach us a lesson. And that is where I find my supernatural peace. So I will have a few questions for you along the way. What is your internal compass? Like, what is really guiding you? What does your internal GPS look like? Because some of you, just come out of puberty, right? Like, our bodies are changing at that time. Life is changing. You're just experiencing relationships. You're just getting into certain things and making certain decisions. And so, sometimes you just don't know, and you are not prepared for when shift happens. And so I want to talk about that a little bit today because you're going to experience love. You're going to experience heartbreak. You're going to experience betrayal. You're going to experience grief. You're going to experience amazing happiness and a sense of community and belonging, and you're going to find your tribe, and you're going to get immersed, and you're going to get engaged in one of the over 50 programs that UB has here for extracurricular. You got to tap in and lean in and find what actually works for you. I know for me, at the end of the day, I want to know that my steps are ordered by God. That's my internal compass. But when